But first of all, joining me inside the Pirate Radio studios is Michael Villafana from the Greenville Yard Gnomes. What are the Yard Gnomes? A lot of you know what we're talking about. It's been a big hit on social media today. In fact, I'll get to some of the Facebook posts later on in the show. I knew this would be one of those things that would have people talking one way or the other. And that's exactly what Michael and the Yard Gnomes want you to do, is talk about it. It'll be a new Coastal Plains Summer League team here in Greenville this summer. And Michael, first of all, welcome to the show. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having us.
Big day. In fact, we got the cookies to celebrate the occasion. The Greenville Yard Gnomes are coming to the Coastal Plain League. And first of all, Michael, kind of give us your role with this team and the organization.
Yeah, so I'll be the general manager of the organization, so kind of spearheading it from the top down, and really looking forward to bringing this team to Greenville. I think from the moment I stepped foot into this community, I've realized how much of a baseball hotbed this is, and I think we're going to be supported from day one, and we've definitely seen that on social media.
The biggest question, and everybody's talking about it today, why Yard Gnomes? So how did you come about that name, and why is that the name of the team moving forward?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we put out a list of our final five, and Garden Gnomes was one of the five, and did end up being one of the top choices, and that's kind of what we rolled with. So we wanted to have a little bit more of a tie-in to baseball, so that's why we ended up going with Yard Gnomes. But gnomes are known to protect treasure, and obviously we're in a land of pirates. Everywhere you look, there's pirates on the walls, there's pirate figurines everywhere. So we thought that we'd be able to tie in with the pirate theme, but also be unique in our own way.
Interesting, and definitely unique. That was my first thought. I'm a big hat collector, got a ton of minor league hats. This is something different. I do not have a hat with a gnome on it, so I plan to accomplish that pretty soon. But yeah, it's different. So I saw Patrick Mason, we'll have him on later, talk about, yard, another name for a ballpark. When I hear yard and when I see the logo, I'm thinking home run, right? Because it looks like the gnome is just taking a big hack up there. So you kind of got that tie in as well.
Yep.
There's been positive, negative, and neutral feedback so far, but are you excited with feedback you've received so far?
Yeah, no, definitely excited. I think we knew going in that you're not going to please everyone.
Absolutely.
And I think that's a huge part of understanding kind of the process of unveiling a new logo and a new team name. But we think this is going to be a well-received logo in the community. I think people are going to be able to support it, and we want to be known as a family-friendly attraction here in Greenville. I think we'll be able to do that. We're hoping to unveil a mascot here in the coming months, and I think it's going to be extremely family-friendly, and you're going to want to see all those kids wanting to get the photo with the mascot.
Who doesn't want a picture taken with the Greenville Yard Gnome? Chad asking where you can get a cookie.
Yeah, so these were specialty made for our release today. If there's the demand, we'll get them made for home games, and we can sell them during
Chad,
games.
I tell you what, if you can get here between 3 and 6, I'll save a cookie for you. That's how you can get your one-of-a-kind Greenville Yard Gnome cookie. All right, so let's talk about where the who, what, when, where, why of all of this. So summer ball, and we talk about it a lot with the ECU guys that roll in, past and current players, and how important that is for them. It's kind of fun baseball. It's not a lot of stress put on them, but if a guy's hot, he can stay hot through the summer. If a guy's struggling, he can find his swing or find his pitch. So it definitely serves a purpose for these collegiate baseball players. And like you said, Greenville's such a big baseball community. It's going to be great for the fans as well. So let's talk about when the season is, where the games will be played, and all that.
Yeah, for sure. So we'll be playing our home games at Guy Smith Stadium. So that's obviously been around for many, many years here in Greenville. We'll be starting our season on May 23rd on the road, but our first home game will be on May 24th at Guy Smith Stadium against the Tri-City Chili Peppers. So really looking forward to that date. I think there's going to be a lot of pomp and circumstance, but really looking to get the team on the field and to prove that we'll start with a winning culture.
And thanks to Mark Alexander for taking notes. 30 home games?
We'll have 30 home games, yep.
Man, that season's longer than I thought. That's a pretty good chunk of games there.
It is.
All right, so Guy Smith Stadium, just a historic park. I've I've played there. I've called a game from there, watched the game from there. So everybody familiar if they're around these parts with Guy Smith Stadium. Question I saw asked today, Michael, will there be alcohol sales?
There will be, and we're hoping to have a good variety, because everyone has warned me coming here to Greenville. It gets hot during the summer.
Oh, yeah.
And you got to have those cold beverages. So we're hoping to have as many options as possible.
There you go. And specifically, someone asked, with minor league, you get these specials. Will there be, can you do Thirsty Thursday and things like that with the Coastal Plain League?
Yeah, we're going to have to see. I think there's a bunch of different options that we can kind of establish. But we'll see what kind of special deals we can put together.
Fair enough. I know, I want to say when this was brought up, there would be some type of tie-in with local players. Correct? Can you speak on that?
Yeah, so I think a huge part of bringing a team to Greenville here is obviously we have ECU here, and we have a lot of great smaller colleges around the area as well. So we want to try to keep as much homegrown talent as possible playing for the Greenville Yard Gnomes. So we're working with ECU, we're working with the other local colleges and universities in the area to try to keep their talent here and play in Greenville, and that's going to be the goal year after year. So I know on the roster this year, which is about 85% done, we do have one ECU player that will be playing with us. So we're looking forward to having him, and we hope down the road we'll have more and more ECU players on the roster.
Got somebody asking, are they looking for people to hire? So how about, what do you need to fill out an entire staff with a team like this?
Yeah, for sure. So we do have our full-time positions have been filled, but we will be hiring for interns and part-time workers to not only help run concessions, run merch areas, run any sort of beer gardens that we're able to have, things like that. We'll definitely be hiring for those. You'll be able to find those job postings on Teamwork Online.
Right now, we just have a lot of gnome puns going on YouTube. So everybody getting those in. If you do have a question for Michael, he'll be here another 5-10 minutes or so you can pass that along, or you can ask the question, and I will pass that along here on Pirate Radio Live. So we did kind of the who, what, when, where on this. How many teams are in the Coastal Plain League now?
Yeah, so we'll be the 15th team in the league.
Wow, okay. Yep. All right. So a lot of teams, and these leagues are designed to help guys maybe that didn't get a lot of time, maybe kind of a stars of tomorrow type of situation. So you'll get to see some good ball players in these leagues.
Yeah, absolutely. I think for us, any collegiate summer league team is an opportunity for these players to get more reps after their collegiate season. So I personally did not play collegiate baseball, but everybody that I've talked to that has said their collegiate summer league experience was some of the best times of their life. And I think that's what we're hoping to be able to provide our players, but also be provide our fans as well.
I always ask the guys too, like when they go away to play ball, they live with host families and things like that. Like, are you part of that as well, finding host families for players that'll be coming in?
Yeah, absolutely. No, we will certainly need host families. That's a huge part of collegiate summer league teams is having those host families that are willing to step up and take in a player or two or a coach. And we're going to be looking for that, and we'll have more information on our social channels for kind of how to sign up to be one. But that's a huge part of a collegiate summer league team, and especially for a player, they bond with their host families, they bond with the kids of the parents of the host families, and from what I've been told, it's a good opportunity to not only make new friends, but also have an impact on these collegiate athletes' lives.
Like a Ryan Gnome Cowboy, Ryan, that doesn't even make that's just not even good. Like, we've gone too far, guys. Like Sweet Gnome, Alabama, okay. Home Sweet Gnome, I get it. But Ryan Gnome Cowboy? Is that what we're doing in the YouTube chat? Anyway, sorry, Mike. I'm sorry you had to deal with this today, Mike.
We'll stick with gnome runs. We're going to be hitting lots of gnome runs.
I'm ashamed of the chat. Tyler says student night, ECU discounts. I mean, you guys are going to be minor league baseball. I know is all about promotions. Does that go with summer baseball as well?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, we're going to try to be not only a baseball game, but an entertainment venue. We're going to be engaging with the crowd. Lots of music. We'll have musical theme nights. Hoping to have some giveaways as well. So we'll definitely kind of stick with that minor league feel of entertainment and promotions.
And you have a baseball background, right? Let's get to know you. I asked where you're from. Tell us the folks where you're from.
Yeah, so I'm originally from Minnesota, but ended up going to Seton Hall University in South Orange, New Jersey. So I do still have some pirate blood in me.
Yeah,
just not
pirate.
ECU Pirates. But from there, worked with the St. Paul Saints for 3 seasons, focused on the ticket sales side of things. And then last season was with the Worcester Red Sox, where I was director of corporate partnership services. So definitely kind of have a well-rounded background, and that's kind of what drew me to this position, and want to be able to kind of put my stamp on Greenville here.
I guess baseball, was that your favorite sport?
It was. And my favorite player growing up was Joe Mauer. So for him to be inducted into the Hall of Fame last night was pretty special.
Yeah, Joe Mauer. We've got sports trivia tonight. AJ McMurphy's come on out 8 o'clock. I'd love to have you out one night, Michael.
Absolutely.
So come hang out on a Wednesday night.
Absolutely.
Joe Mauer was an answer to a question somewhat recently. Chad, that is the most important question. When did the fitted hats go on sale?
Yeah, so those will start to be put on our website. So if you go to yardgnomesbaseball.com, that's where you'll see a link to our merchandise. So we don't have the fitted hats quite yet, but they're definitely coming and should be on the website soon.
Kaz asking, any plans for games to be streamed?
Yes, so games will be streamed. They'll be on Flow Sports. So if you go to our website again, once we get closer to the games, you'll see a direct link to Flow Sports where you can stream the games from there.
All right, Flow Sports, and I heard Ellerby talking to you about radio and other things. No plans right now for that, but Flow Sports will be the way you can watch these games, or better yet, just head on out to Guy Smith Stadium. Did you talk about it earlier? Ticket sale, like how much are tickets? Season tickets you can get. How about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So our season tickets and mini plans are actually on sale as of this morning. So you can purchase those at our website again, yardgnomesbaseball.com. Season tickets are going to be all 30 games, and they go for $360 per seat. So it's an extremely affordable price, and you get to see all 30 games and have priority access to any playoff games we host as well. And then we also have our mini plans, which will be either a 5-game plan or a 4-game plan. Those are going to range anywhere from $48 to $60 per seat. And
it may have mentioned this earlier. When will the games be played? What days of the week?
Yep. So majority of our games will be on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We are still splitting the field with Greenville, Babe Ruth, and other teams that have obviously used the field prior to us. So a lot of their games will be middle of the week. Ours will be mostly on the weekends.
Do you know, is this like a long-term deal, a lifetime deal? How long do you know that a team will be here in Greenville?
Yeah, the goal is to keep them here as long as possible.
Yeah.
And that's kind of been shown through the monetary investment that we've put into Guy Smith Stadium. So I know the city of Greenville has put in $500,000, and Capital Broadcasting Company, who owns our team, put in $500,000 as well. So there's definitely investment into the field to start, and I know that investment will continue to stay there as long as we're successful.
And pretty good timing. One more season of the Wood Ducks, and then there will be no summer ball, unfortunately, around these parts. Yeah. So big time to jump on with the Greenville Garden Gnomes. Awesome stuff. Kaz says just make sure you beat Wilson. We already have a built-in rivalry. Is that the Wilson Tobbs? Are they
Wilson Tobbs? Okay. Yeah, they're technically the closest team to us, so I think there will be a rivalry there.
Love a good rivalry. Awesome stuff. All right, Michael, anything else we need to know about this team?
No, I think that's it. I appreciate being on today, and if you are interested in season tickets or a mini plan, or want to get your hands on a shirt or a hat, just go to yardgnomesbaseball.com, and you should be able to see it all there.
Well, good luck, and we'll certainly have you on quite a bit, and also hopefully get to talk to some of the players as well. That'll be fun to get to know them and talk some baseball with them here on Pirate Radio Live. But we appreciate you joining us today, man.
Awesome, I appreciate it.